back to another penny stock video. Today we're taking a look at FDC Tech Inc. That's ticker symbol FDCT. It is OTCID traded, currently right around 5 cents. And these guys are like a baby Robinhood. That's the best way I could describe them. It's a new up and coming brokerage platform called Alchemy Markets, and that's their main business right now. And we'll take a look at all of that in a moment. This is a stock that we've covered before, but we're covering it again because it actually just keeps on getting better and better here with FDCT. So let's dive into all the great things going on. This is actually really one of my favorite OTC companies for a while now, just in terms of the fundamentals on paper. So it could definitely be a fantastic swing trade or even longer term investment here. So first and foremost, we'll take a look at the float. 35 million share float, obviously a very small float. That's fantastic. Low floats, especially in the summertime, like right now, have been doing quite well. They usually, generally in the summertime it's a little slower, and the market looks for low floats because obviously there's a lot less overhead in terms of the amount of shares you got to buy up to actually get a good move on the stock, right? So in that sense, we're in a kind of a low float market right now. FDCT totally fits the theme, right? 35 million float. That's just an excellent share structure to see. And of course, no dilution. These guys have not been diluting for as long as we've covered them. I think I've been covering this stock for almost a year now, and they've never diluted, which is excellent. So let's take a quick look at Alchemy Markets. This is the trading platform they have. This is their website. It's a really nice website. You can sign up. You can start trading with them now if you wanted to. I do believe it is only for European customers at the moment. That's where they're licensed. But you can see they do stocks, forex, commodities, indices, ETFs, and cryptocurrencies. So they offer a really wide variety of options that you can use on their trading platform here. And again, this reminds me of like a baby Robinhood, right? Like an up-and-coming next competitor in that space. Obviously Webull as well just did an IPO and was tremendously successful with that. Got a lot of attention with that. So let's move into some of their recent press releases here. This is one I want to highlight, which is FDC Tech engages E.F. Hutton to lead capital raise and advise on uplisting to a senior exchange. So this is a company that's very much interested in uplisting to something like the NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange, a higher tier exchange than the OTC markets, and I believe they are pretty well positioned to do so. And they've just engaged E.F. Hutton as of May 28th to assist them in this uplisting and capital raise process. Now, E.F. Hutton, for those that don't know, here it is, Joseph Rallo's E.F. Hutton returns to Wall Street. This is an article from April 9th of this year, but this is a famous New York bank that most famously was involved in the DJT IPO. They were the underwriter for DJT. So DJT is, of course, the very well-known Donald Trump Truth Social stock, which is super popular stock, had a very successful IPO. E.F. Hutton was behind that. They are engaged with FDCT now. So obviously to be working with such a prestigious and high-profile bank on Wall Street, such as E.F. Hutton, that's really rare for an OTC stock. It's just these guys and RAILF are the only two OTC stocks I could find that E.F. Hutton has associated themselves with. So I think this is really important to note. The fact that they have DJT underwriter essentially helping them with the uplist process as well is extremely bullish to me. Let's take a look at the next press release here, which came out today, July 14th, which is Alchemy Markets Limited launches TradingView integration. So this is a very important step forward for the popularization and commercialization of their trading platform, Alchemy Markets. TradingView is the most popular, charting platform out there, and now you can directly integrate with your Alchemy Markets account into TradingView and actually execute trades through the TradingView UI. They talk about all this in their press release, so if you go to FDCT's page on OTC Markets and go to the news section, you can read all about it here. But here's another really important tidbit, which also hints at an upcoming catalyst for the stock, which is by August 2025, the company anticipates being listed as a gold broker on TradingView's broker directory in the 10 largest European countries where Alchemy Markets is regulated. So this will bring a lot more exposure and a lot more credibility to Alchemy Markets as a trading platform. Being listed as a gold broker on TradingView's own directory, it'll make it a lot easier for people around the world to find Alchemy Markets. So this is obviously fantastic marketing for their platform once this goes through, which again is supposed to be by August 2025. So this is another significant catalyst coming for this stock that's only a few weeks away here. So that's important to note as well. And then let's take a look at their financials, because this is when it gets extra special. Very, very unique situation here. It's some of the strongest financials you'll ever see in the OTC markets. It really does look like a NASDAQ company's financials. And that's, part of why I'm confident these guys will be a future uplister. So you can see cash, which this is the most impressive part to me and really stands out. They have $27 million in cash in the bank as of March 31st, 2025, and a total assets of almost $46 million here in total assets. But the $27 million cash in the bank is extremely impressive. Never see it, really, never see it with an OTC company. So really have to highlight this point here. And obviously, this means when you have all this cash, they don't have a tremendous need, I would say, to dilute anything, right, or do any toxic financing, because they're already clearly very well funded here. And then if we scroll down, we look at their Q1 2025 revenue. They're doing tremendous revenue already. They have over $10 million in revenue for just Q1 of 2025. If they keep that up, they'll be doing well over $40 million for the year. And of course, for gross profit, over $5 million in gross profit as well. So really, really tremendous financials here. Some of the best you'll find in the OTC for sure. And when you pair that, of course, with this float, this 35 million share float, it's like, whoa, we got something something serious cooking here, guys. This is some really great stuff. So it's looking like one of the safest, kind of longer term investments in the OTC, just based on these fundamentals. And then we look at the chart, which is shaping up beautifully. And the chart has been a really consistent pattern of higher lows, and it's been stair-stepping up. It's been thinning out. And as you can see, we're approaching a really key resistance level, which is that 6 cents level. I drew this purple line here so you can see. But this stock has gotten really, really close now to breaking through this key resistance level. And you can see all of our moving averages are curling up. Our MACD is still quite cool, so there's a lot of room to run on this. And our accumulation is near all-time highs. So it's looking like this stock, especially with such a nice share structure and no dilution, should be able to continue making this uptrend, break this resistance, and obviously above this resistance level, look, it's wide open. I mean, we have pretty much a blue sky breakout up here over the 6 cents area. So really looking like a nice chart set up here as well. So that's FDCT, guys. Go check it out. Do your own research. It's a really unique and super, super strong potential stock here in the OTC markets. I do believe it's a strong candidate for uplisting as well. Remember, we've covered uplisters here, guys. People think it's, oh, you can never uplist a NASDAQ from the OTC. We've covered uplisters here, guys, okay? And we've had IQST, we've had WKSP, and we're going to have more. And FDCT seems likely to be one of those. Remember, EF Hutton is engaged with them to advise on uplisting to a senior exchange. These are the guys that did the DJT, Donald Trump Truth Social stock. So very promising future here for FDCT. Again, go check it out for yourselves. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.